I've had days where I relapsed 3 times in one day on corn, and I still went back the next day to do it again, despite how much shame and guilt I felt. I've had days where no matter how many self-improvement videos I watched, I still couldn't motivate myself to do any kind of work or exercise. And worst of all, I've had days where if I didn't wake up tomorrow, I wouldn't have cared. And thankfully, those days are far gone now. And it was all because of two important things: urgency and a strong, compelling reason to live freely. Not just survive like everyone else does for 40 plus years in a shitty 9 to 5 job, but actually live. I am so grateful. I'm so glad for my past self for getting me out of this horrible, shitty situation of just existing and being miserable every single day, just having almost no energy whatsoever because I'm constantly depleting it from things like corn, from things like instant pleasures and gratifications. Now, don't get me wrong, I still occasionally play video games, as you can see with this gameplay. I still occasionally do things that are not considered exactly healthy, but all part of a balanced life. However, saying that, there came a point where I had to give myself this wake-up call. I had to give myself a strong, compelling reason to get out of the current situation, because I spent 90% of the days I lived the last 4 or 5 years not really accomplishing anything, having almost no energy at all to just sit down on my computer and just record a video. Something like this was just obscenely hard for me. And seeing all these other entrepreneurs, all these self-improvement gurus making tons and tons of money online from, telling people how to quit porn and other things like that, even if their objective wasn't sincere, even if they didn't really care about people, they were still making money. And that really peed me off to think that, why aren't I doing that? But I just couldn't seem to just sit down and do the work. It was only after I found a strong, compelling reason for myself to change the course of my life. And I'm not talking about little subtle changes, I'm talking drastic change. I used to be terrified of the idea of change. I used to think that change was really uncomfortable, it's uncertain, it's really scary, and there's no positive to come from it. And whilst most of those points are true, it is scary, it is uncertain to change, it's actually a good thing in your life. With the sheer information and advice online trying to help other young men, it was just very overwhelming, and I needed a way to condense all the important information into one place. And this is why I'm making it my mission now to help other guys who feel lost, who feel like they have no sense of direction in their life, who feel sluggish, have no energy 24/7, and are addicted to instant pleasures and porn. This is now my mission to help you understand the other side of male life, the other side of life that fills you with joy, that makes you feel like you have a place in this world. I know today with all the media and everything else that's trying to put fear into you, and I understand by me making this video, I am in one way promoting fear in hopes that you maybe work with me one-to-one and I get money from it. I'll be really upfront with that. But the main thing I'm promoting is a change for your life, a transformation, because if there's one thing that's worth more than money or anything else, it's the fact that you are alive on this planet right now. And for all we know, we only get one life, and I know this is deep, but this is the conversation I had to have myself. And sadly, too many people are just happy to slave away in the 9 to 5. When I say happy, they're not happy, they're what I call fine. And the problem with the word fine is that no one is ever really fine, because that word literally just means that you can't be bothered to do anything else to improve your situation. I've spoke to countless people on consultation calls in the past 1 or 2 years who have told me that they're fine. And the problem is I can't help you if that's how you feel about life. I want to help the people who are in dire need, who really want to change, but they're scared, they don't know how to, or they're just addicted to instant pleasures like porn. But I just want to ask you this: what does this investment mean to you? Because for me, I always had some kind of drive inside of me, but I just couldn't go past a certain threshold. And this is where, if we work together, I can help you break past that and realize that life isn't as scary as it needs to be. And also, there's so much better on the other side of the rainbow or the mountain, whatever you want to call it. Since I've been through this transformation myself, I've had no need to watch Korn or to relapse because I no longer see it as something that's pleasurable. I only see it as a negative to my life, and it really does just screw your life up, especially as a man. Instead of Korn, I'm now addicted to the gym because I really want to build the most aesthetic masculine physique that my body is capable of. And now I know that's not healthy in some ways because now and again I need to force myself to have a rest day. I'm not kidding you when I say this. I sometimes struggle to have a day off the gym just because I am petrified of going back to my old ways. And this is the kind of healthy fear that you can have. So I won't say too much more, but generally, if you're really not happy in life right now, I was literally that exact same way not long ago at all. It was only really since I started my new job did that really force a change upon me. And I can help you make that transition as easy as possible. Yes, it might be a little bit scary at first, but what I'm going to make you realize is that you would live in life on about 10% of your energy's battery. You would live in life on 10% of what could actually be possible. And whilst I'm still not making millions in the bank, it's night and day difference to the times I felt like if I didn't wake up tomorrow, I wouldn't really care. So if you're ready to start this transformation and have your wake up call now, go to the first link in the YouTube description, or if you're already there, go and click join now. As always, remember why you're doing this.